Hey guys, welcome to the Season 2 pre-season episode. So, you guys did decide in the poll to actually go with a driver I like the sound of using, which is Sebastian Vettel. Is the same, pretty much the same rating as Pierre Gasly, but I feel like Sebastian Vettel is going to be a driver we want. Obviously, it's going to be tough to approach Sebastian. As you can see here, he wants better chassis and he wants better demands. So, the second choice you guys had was Mr. Pierre Gasly. And we approach him, and he comes back and says, you need better durability specifications, otherwise everything else was fine. The third driver you guys said that we should approach was, in fact, George Russell. Now, George Russell, as we know, part of the Mercedes Academy. Will he join us? Yes, he will. So we're going to negotiate with Mr. George Russell. We're going to start the negotiations. They come in with a bid that we need to go with of 5.05 million. That's what we went with in our first bid. And the auction has ended. And look at that. Williams has straight away said that we've lost that. So we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait on the negotiations. As we head here, we've got another day for contract renewal. And we are going to try George Russell yet again. So we're going to go here. We're going to go. Can we even negotiate? Will it let me negotiate? No, it will not. So, moving to our next choice, which is Carlos Sainz. And Carlos comes back and says, yep, do it. And we're going to go with a low risk of 9.3 million offer. Sending the demands over. And here we are. Carlos Sainz, we have successfully signed to Toyota, which won't be Toyota anymore. But our driver for next season is Mr. Carlos Sainz, who looks like a bit of a journeyman at the moment. So, we look at the drive market here. Carlos Sainz is signed to us. We go sort by team yet again. Means that if you look at the drive market here, Nicholas Latifi has moved to Alpine. Mazepin and Schumacher both go to Alfa Romeo together. Charles Leclerc is now parted by Antonio Giovinazzi. Zhou and Matsushita, our two previous teammates, go to Haas. And everyone else has stayed put. Obviously, Callum Ilott has come in for Mr. Nicholas Latifi, but a few decent driver moves. Now, you guys are probably wondering what the car's going to look like. You guys don't know that yet. You guys don't know that. We're going to keep the car we're going. But we have got an interview here with Mr. Will Buxton. And let's see what goes on here.
Here we are in the HQ of our newest Formula One team. We've got an awful lot to talk about, so let's jump straight in. We've seen ex-driver Lucas Weber has been spending quite a lot of time with your team recently. We understand he's been working as some kind of consultant. What's that been like?
Well, Lucas, as we know, I was teammates with him in Formula 2 and Formula 1 before I decided to, take the journey and make my own Formula 1 team. But we're all fans of him. He's always shared his, expertise with us, and he has been an absolute game changer for the team.
In a recent interview, you spoke on the topic of mental health in sports, and you mentioned you were initiating a mental health program at your team HQ. What drove this decision?
At the end of the day, we all care about our staff, and mental health is as good as physical health. And just in general, if you don't have good mental health, you're not going to get the results you want. So we wanted to invest that as much as we can. But we did that so we can have mental health and physical well-being equally seen as, a whole health and everything being equal.
A recent survey found that your staff have the highest employee satisfaction of all the F1 teams. That's quite the accolade. In your opinion, what makes you the best team to work for in Formula One?
It's that we invest a lot in our facilities. We always make it the best for our staff. We want our staff to have a workplace where it's happy and, me even as a main driver, I see that people can even approach me if they want to talk to me about how the team's getting on, just in general. everyone feels like they're friends, so it's just a great place to work with an eye towards employee well-being.
Let's talk about that article. Not a good look for you or for your team. Do you want to tell us your side of the story?
Well, we haven't really had many bad things come through. There has always been things to address, and it's not much that we can really do, but we're continuing to learn. Obviously, we want to improve, and there will be some things that we will say along the lines that people don't like. It happens with Red Bull, Mercedes, McLaren, all the teams, but we're still learning, like I've said, and we just want to improve and be a part of F1 and always be a part there ever since we entered.
Carlos Sainz has often surprised his critics. Will you be able to help him live up to his family's legacy?
Well, obviously, as we know, Carlos Sainz Sr. does rally and is still doing Dakar Rally, I think, at about the age of 50. He's got potential to be that champion. And at the end of the day, if you think about it, some drivers on the grid, at the moment, Max Verstappen and Jos Verstappen, that's the main one going around at the moment. But it's good to see that we have Carlos Sainz, whose father was also part of motorsport.
It's been wonderful to spend some time with you. Best of luck out on track.
Thank you, Will. Here we are. We have driver promotion filming, and we do have the end of season, which is an aerodynamics department event. I don't want the experience to be decreases, so we're going to reduce the team acclaim, which is about the gym.
Thanks.
And here we are. We're finishing season 1, and fair to say it's sad to see Toyota go from the sport. As you can see here, our acclaim level absolutely skyrocketing. Carlos Sainz is level 13 as well, and the team's acclaim skyrocketing up through as well, getting up to level 14. We have been given 27.35 million worth of prize money, which is very, very good. So at the moment we sit on 27 million. And there we are, constructors wise, 13th and 9th, 52 points for us and 80 points for Carlos. Here we are for the calendar: Bahrain, Imola, Portugal, Monaco, Canada, Austria, Britain, Belgium, Netherlands. Then we have Monza, Suzuka, USA, Mexico, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, and Abu Dhabi. But let me sort this out, guys, and then I'll get back to you. As you guys can see here, we're changing the sponsor to Duotone, and we're also going to the Mercedes engine, which will be very, very good, as it is practically the best on the grid. Honda is the worst on the grid, but Ferrari and Mercedes are the same, and I feel like Mercedes is going to be a better advantage. And here we are, Andflux Motorsport. We have got 29 million to invest, so we're going to quickly get some things here. We're going to go with driver training camp for Carlos Sainz, and we're also going to go with, let's have a look here, preseason merchandise sale, which gets a little bit more in. But we are going to obviously do some upgrades here, and we're going to go to chassis so we can do aero so we can get more upgrades in. We're also going to do some work here in the aero. We're going to upgrade pretty much everything. We do have the money to do it. Personnel department. We are going to upgrade the fitness center, and we're going to upgrade the analysis suite. Powertrain is fine. Durability is fine at the moment. We're going to upgrade the sponsor relations and activities management, and that is a lot of things which we are upgrading at the moment. R&D wise, we have got still the, I believe that is the 6th best car. Red Bull have lost out massively. McLaren and Ferrari sitting on the same level with Red Bull. Alpine sitting on the same level as us. Aston Martin not really losing out too much. Alfa Romeo losing out, and pretty much everything is staying constant. But upgrades wise, like I've said, we are going to be doing some aero upgrades. Luckily we have kept all of our aero parts, which is good. And we're going to go for, I believe, a major upgrade to start with, which is going to be the DRS slot gap, which is going to help us out a absolute ton. Here we are. We've got a lot of facility upgrades coming through. Look at this. All of them are coming through. We've also got our weekly costs and running costs. And here is what our car looks like for Season 3. Season 3, Season 2. Now, I really do like the look of our car this season. It's a lot different to what we would normally have, but we also do have a third sponsor slot here. So let's quickly have a look here. As we look at weekly income, with the highest on this list is Slingshot Fuel, which is cheap podium finish. We're going to do something a little bit more, which we can do, which is going to be Alkene's Energy, complete a weekend without colliding with another vehicle, which I believe we can do. The race suits as well, as you guys can see, look very, very decent. I do like them. But we are going to quickly sort out the car with the sponsors, so give me a second here, guys. There we are, sponsors are on the car. Does look like a very, very decent car. I really do like how it looks. But yeah, that's what we're running with this season. Additionally, you guys have not seen the helmet I'm running. This is the helmet we're running. Matches the race suit, and is an absolutely lush looking helmet. Yeah, as we see here, driver changes. We'll go through them again. Color Science moving to Andflux Motorsport. We have got Giovinazzi going to Ferrari, Latifi going to Alpine, Mazepin going to Alfa Romeo, Zhou going to Haas, Matsushita going to Haas, Mick Schumacher going to Alfa Romeo, and Ilott going to Williams. But yeah, calendar as we know, a lot different. Bahrain, Imola, Portugal, Monaco, Canada, Austria, Britain, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Japan, USA, Mexico, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, and Abu Dhabi. Let's finish off all these upgrades. We get a department event, which is going to be cash down but a claim up. I will do that. We will do that now. And we have these final upgrades coming in. And we also have a driver training camp and the weekly resources. And that is going to be us. If we have a durability department here. Durability morale down. Let's bring the experience down, the morale up. We're going to have a quick look at the facilities before the Bahrain Grand Prix. Where you can see here, aerodynamics staying how it is. Chassis looks a little bit better now it's level 2. Things are going to be going good. We're also going to upgrade here, as we were struggling with, I believe it was chassis, which needs to be spec 3. So we still need a little bit more money, which will be 8 million, but we'll upgrade chassis to level 3. But we have access to a lot more upgrades now. As we can see here, if we go to the chassis department, we're going to upgrade. Actually, it's aero that we need to mainly focus on. We're going to focus on aero upgrades. So we're going to get one there. We're going to get another one, which is going to come in soon. But for now, I think we will be leaving the episode here, because we have a lot of powertrain upgrades. So it's powertrain that we need to upgrade. So we need spec facility level 2 on powertrain, which we will focus on. As well as we have some general wear upgrades coming. So it looks like powertrain needs to be upgraded to level 2. As we do a quick change here, let's go with what's the cheapest? Quality control. Let's go with build time. That's going to be an after Bahrain. But I've been Andflux. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this pre-season episode, and I will see you in episode 1 of season 2.